My goodness. I love technology. Hey, can you check on your phone and see if my live is visible? I've been dealing with technological complications this whole time.
You're good.
Oh, someone's in it. Hi, Mama. How are you? I am trying to get my technology all on the same page. Good. I'm glad you can. Can you hear me? Is that at least working? Yes. Awesome. Thank you. I'm just trying to get my other monitor to work. I tried to go live like 3 times already. I am not tech savvy, y'all. Okay, I think I am streaming now. Yep. Okay. Hi, Mama. Hi, Libra. Hi, Jade. Hi, Starlight. Hi, everyone and anyone that is coming in now or afterwards. And of course, what's up, Vito? Glad to see you are here. Hope you are doing well. All right, since we've got a few people in and I seem to have gotten technology on somewhat of a similar page that doesn't want to fight me, let's go ahead and get started. Yes, you heard the bell. He's like, treat time. Grand Rising. Damn, hell of a Grand Rising. He popped up for that. Good day and good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell. Y'all, I gotta be honest with you. It's a good thing I got the title of my show right there in front of me, or I wouldn't make it through my intro consistently. I blank out half the time, forget what I'm even doing. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a card. Hi, Rainbow Warrior. Hi, Jade. Mercury Pre-Shadow. Ooh, yeah, a lot of heavy energy. Connection is shoddy. Oh, goodness. Is it bad on your end? Yeah, it's showing up on my laptop like the quality is really bad. I'm sorry about that. It's probably my data. I'll try my best to there's nothing I can do. Unfortunately. All right, so let's go ahead. We've got Thoth at the bottom of the deck. And we've got Kuan Yin. Wow, so and Mary Magdalene. So something about mastering of mind, but also being gentle, being kind, being nurturing. Mm-hmm. Also honoring your vessel and learning that you can find the answer within. Yeah, and then we've got Archangel Michael and Faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. Okay, so I went live because your 10 p.m. reading is now going to be a 10 a.m. reading, and I am too stubborn to say y'all weren't getting a 10 p.m., so we're going to go ahead and do a reading live. The energy that I was picking up for you guys had a lot to do with Jupiter and some kind of big breakthrough. I'm not going to repeat messages, but I do feel that there is some of that energy in this reading as well. What I'm kind of getting is that for some of you, you guys are... I was picking up on the energy of someone in the collective is kind of going within and almost like you've got an idea that you know is going to change your life. Like, okay, so let's say we take an assessment of our life and we're like, okay, what are some things that I'm not that happy about? Or what are some things that I could be happier about? And I don't know, and maybe some of those things have to do with like work or money or like free time or schedule. And now Odin's ready to get Cuddles off camera. Don't huff and puff at me. It's okay to leave. So I'm kind of getting the energy of someone's been going within doing some like brainstorming, some trying to think of a way, how can I do the damn thing on earth, but do it in a way that's true to me, in a way that doesn't feel so stifling? Like, so I don't know. Is this someone trying to break out of the cycle of working a 9 to 5? I'm kind of getting that energy. Like maybe someone's trying to break out of the matrix in a way. Like, how do I be sovereign and financially sovereign? Like, how can I just be myself and be independent and fully operable as me, as just a sovereign spiritual being? And maybe you've been trying to figure out a way for you to like break out of a cycle or do some kind of change that you know is really going to cause a lot of change in your life, and you know it's beneficial and you know it's calling out to you. I'm kind of getting that someone might be dealing with a little bit of like fear or anxiety or a little bit of like doubt maybe. So like maybe you're like you're seeing that the way out of this is for you to be in this kind of energy, and you imagine it, you see yourself being in it, but then you find yourselves at times like really thinking about it, like, I don't know, could I really do that? Could I really put myself out there? Can I really stand up in this kind of way? Am I really going to be able to handle it? Like, what if the things aren't consistent? I mean, I can't count on it. I feel like someone's trying to be practical, but also, so you're trying to balance out your spirituality and practicality. So, this isn't the energy of someone that's just like a hopeless dreamer, just waiting for something to fall on their lap. No, this is someone that understands you're going to have to do something in order to experience this change. And you may be a little apprehensive about what spirit is calling you to do. It might be something that you know you're ready for, or you know you want, but you're still, maybe it's something you've never done before. Maybe it's completely out of your element. Maybe it's forcing you to learn something new. Um, but I'm getting this energy of like believe in yourself, because oh, and that's interesting. Some of the things that make us a little nervous are sometimes the thing we exactly need to go towards, like that comfort zone and that like self-doubt and fear. Let's look at that. Let's go towards that. That's where that growth is. That's where that change is. My twin off camera shaking her head like, nope, not me. I'm staying in my comfort zone, eating my French fries. I don't blame you. But yeah, something about that. You're ready for the next level in life, and you know it's going to require something out of you, and you're a little like, apprehensive maybe, is this really? But the advice I'm getting is take time to breathe out, exhale. Just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. We don't have to have all the answers right now. It doesn't have to completely make sense. Just put one foot in front of the other and know that this is guided. I really feel like someone is wrestling with a calling. And I can relate to this in many different ways. So for example, and I've given this example before, so you may have already heard this, and if you have, please don't get mad at me. So I knew that I was supposed to create a YouTube channel. I knew I was supposed to create a YouTube channel way before I even knew what the YouTube channel was really supposed to be about. I didn't know it was going to be tarot. I knew I was supposed to speak something. I knew I was supposed to talk about something. I knew I was supposed to get out my comfort zone. And let me share some things about myself. I don't like social media. I'm a private person. I don't have any forms of social media. I never will. I prefer not to. I didn't like to. I don't like technology. I don't like coming out my comfort zone. I don't really care for cameras. You won't find me taking pictures of myself. I'm not a camera person. I don't like being in the spotlight. I'd rather hide. I'm a hermit. I'm kind of person that'd rather stay in my own little kooky island in my head, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm perfectly content with that. But I knew spirit was calling me to step out of my comfort zone. I knew spirit was telling me, you need to take this leap. You need to do this. You need to create this YouTube channel. And I wrestled with it for a while. It took me quite a while before I finally actually sat down and tried my first video. And I'm kind of getting this energy of like someone in the collective may know you are being called to do something, may know you are being called to step in or make some kind of change, and it's a little scary, or it's a little, you're cautious. And there's nothing wrong with being cautious. By no means take some kind of extreme risk and turn your life upside down. Not at all. But I mean, if spirit's telling you, hey, you need to spend your time doing this and less time doing this, but you're like, my time doing this puts food on the table, spirit, what you mean? And they're like, yeah, I know, but you're miserable there, aren't you? Well, yeah, I'm not too happy there. And you don't really feel like you get to be your true self. Do you feel satisfied or fulfilled? Well, no, I don't feel. Do you feel like you're accomplishing your mission on earth? No, not really. I just kind of come here, I clock in and I clock out. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Maybe spirit is having like a stern conversation with you, and there's a bit of like an overcoming of self. But I also feel like someone has done a lot of this process already, and you may start getting like little boost of inspiration or confidence that this is the path for you, and that it is right for you to take this step. Yeah, we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Breathe out, exhale, clear your mind, and allow the clarity to pour in. Okay? Yeah, because prosperity lies ahead. This is about work. This is like about spiritual work or like 3D work. It's something like that. Maybe someone is being guided to make a drastic change in lifestyle. Like I don't know if you're being called to like live like a van life or like nomadic lifestyle, or maybe you're like being called to like, all the grandkids and the kids have moved out, hun. I think it's time we sell our house and buy that RV like we've always talked about. Like, I don't know, but like, then you got to think about, well, okay, where would we go? What are the hookups? What are the prices? What kind of, can we drive that big old thing? Like, I don't know. So, like, it definitely seems like there's some kind of big change. It doesn't necessarily have to be work, but it definitely feels like it's going to change your life, and it's exciting but a little nerve-wracking at the same time, and there may be a little bit like, is this really what I'm being called to do? Is this really my calling, God? Like, are you sure this is for me? That's your ego talking. Your spirit already knows, otherwise you wouldn't even be having that conversation with God. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pull some tarot. Let's see what else we can find out. Wow, and the camera quality is awful on my end. I hope you guys are experiencing something a little more pleasant than what I see, because this looks like one of my favorite video games I used to play as a kid. All right, what else would you like the collective to know? What popped out here at the bottom? Yeah, this like overcoming a struggle and taking action and waiting for this. It's like planting seeds and waiting for the harvest of the work that you've done, and then like now it's like, ooh, this is also kind of giving me the energy of like, okay, let's just use YouTube right now because it's relatable to me, and I know some of you might be able to relate to this. Okay, so let's say you finally took the leap. You finally stepped out your comfort zone and you uploaded that first couple videos that Spirit was telling you to do. Okay. And then let's say you wake up and then all of a sudden you've got a lot of traffic, you've got a lot of comments, you've got people interacting with you, you're receiving emails, you've got people asking you, hey, would you do this? Hey, could you do a video about this? Oh, I really liked it. It blew you away. You had no idea. You weren't expecting it. You were like, what the heck? Finally, I'll take the leap just to get spirit off my back, damn it, just so I can have some peace. And you did it, and then now it's like, oh, wait a minute. There's actually something here. This is about to take off. I need to actually commit to this, or it might take off without me. And some of you may be realizing, like, I don't know, maybe you answered the call and you started something on the side, but you were still working your main job. Maybe it's gotten to the point now to where, like, it'd be kind of insane to try to stretch yourself that thin, and you're kind of weighing the odds, like, it might be worth my time to quit this job and invest more of my time into this thing, because this thing, one, it fulfills me. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. I feel like I'm actually expressing my individuality or something. Like, you actually feel happy about what you're doing. It's not like work, it's a passion. So it's different. If you enjoy what you work, you never work a day in your life. And this is kind of one of those like, damn, like maybe I really need to go ahead and put a 2 weeks notice and just take some time for myself and investigate this, or uh, commit to this a little further, dive deeper into this. Mm, mm-hmm. Oh, I done messed up the whole deck of cards. No, I didn't. I just picked them up backwards. No, I did mess up the whole deck of cards. Okay, let's go ahead. Now that I got the cards in order, what else would you like the collective to know? 9 of Cups, yes. Spirit wants you to know you are not wishful thinking. Oh, you're just finally allowing yourself to be receptive of the big picture spirit always had for you. Oh, this is like you got to outgrow yourself. You're outgrowing your shell, you're outgrowing your skin. It's time to shed it. It's time to shed the ego or shed it's something. It's some kind of part of your identity that's no longer you anymore. And like this isn't like hysterical or delusional or wishful thinking. Like, no, this is practical. You actually are doing something to make this a reality. Like, don't psych yourself out of this. This is real. Some of you might feel like this is like a little too big to be true, almost like this can't be real. Really? Me? Yes. You. Absolutely. All right. So what about, yeah, don't like hold on to this. Hold on to the vision. This Nine of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Keep going. Hold the vision. Hold the vision. Yeah, because you're a star. I can't actually show that card, but that's the star card. And I'm really getting this like it's time for you to liberate yourself. Liberate yourself from circumstances, liberate yourself from lifestyles or constructs or societal norms or whatever this is, whatever has been like stifling your energy. It feels like the world put you in a box and you're just freaking tired of being in a box and you're ready to come out. And then the spirit has been like working on you like, "Hey, I know a way you can come out this box." But you know it's going to cause you to you have to look at yourself or maybe you have to do some work or you might not always like the answer I give you, but I'm telling you this is the way out that box. And maybe you ignored it, maybe you kept working that 9 to 5, maybe you kept doing whatever it was doing, you kept ignoring it, suppressing it, not posting the pictures of your drawings, not sharing your writings with other authors, not maybe you just kept it to yourself, but now you know like no, I really need to do this. I need to do this. It's almost like the call is so loud, it be agonizing to continue to ignore it. Follow your intuition in this situation. Yeah. All right. Also, we've got a little hater that wants to pop out. Yeah, there she is. Queen of Cups reverse with the Five of Wands and the Hangman reverse. Yeah, someone is trying to cause some kind of conflict for you, but they feel stuck in their situation and they're just consumed by their like negative emotions and negative intentions towards you. And they are just, doing whatever they're doing. So I don't even really want to discuss them. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed about them, Spirit, besides the obvious that the collective already knows? I mean, you guys know about this hater. Oh, they're stuck. Oh. Oh, okay. So someone's like caught in a mental prison of hate and they can't find a way out to make this hate hurt you. So it's just hurting them. And it's okay. So someone's like put in a mirror room. So everything they shout, everything they put out, everything they think, they feel, they say, it just reflects right back to them. And it's extremely frustrating for this individual. Okay. So I don't know. There's almost like an energy of someone intuitively or they sense it or they know. For some of you, this person has gotten like readings on you or something. I am getting that like abuse of abilities, abuse of gifts. So I don't know. So there may be something like that, using some kind of like spiritual gifts to try to gain insight on your life. Maybe they got a reading on you and the reader told them that you were destined for greatness, and this person has been frantically figuring out how they can stop it and intercept it and block it, but that's not going to happen. The only way that could happen is if you got in your own way. And it seems like we're part of this message was a little bit of like the journey of getting out of our way, of realizing we are in our way, because sometimes we don't realize we're in our way. Sometimes we hold on to whatever we're holding on to so strongly we won't budge. Stubborn. I'm a stubborn motherfucker. You're like, nah, you're not making me move. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And spirit keeps calling you to do it. Spirit keeps calling you to do it. And eventually you're like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you might be right. I might have been a little stubborn. I might want to let this go. I might want to look at this a little differently. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Three of Swords. For some of you, there may be like, you may be afraid, or like, it's almost like some kind of wound. Now, whether this is like a past wound that you're having to heal and overcome, or this is a an anticipated wound, like you don't want whatever this is to end up as a bust. You don't want it to flop and bust and just hurt you and then just be a waste of time or be another like, well, so, but this isn't that. And Spirit is really trying to tell you this isn't that. This is not a setup. This is not a trick. This is not an illusion. This is your opportunity. This is your chance. This is like, for some of you, this is your chance to make it out of something, or to make it, or to break it, like break out of something. I don't know. Some of you might feel like you've really been like confounded to some kind of situation or circumstances. And it feels like you just keep working, you keep working, you keep trying, you try harder. Like you don't see results, so you try even harder and you keep trying. And like maybe you see little results, but like ultimately you feel like you've been in the same damn spot. And that's because you're putting all your effort in the wrong direction. You're still trying to feed the system or feed an old something that's already fallen, something that's gone, something that's no longer for you. God's already replacing it with something new. Judgment. Yes. For many of you, this calling is actually an answer to your prayers. Many of you have prayed for things specifically. Maybe you have prayed for emotional fulfillment. Like maybe you've been wondering, like, why do I feel like this? Why is my life like day in, day out, day in, day out? Like, when is there ever, like, is this the meaning of life, God? Is this really what I'm supposed to be here doing? No. No, it's not. We just needed you to realize that you weren't living in your truth, or you weren't truly in your divinity, or you gave up your power, or you settled, or you sacrificed a dream, or you did something in order to make ends meet. Like, yeah, I've always, like those stories where you hear, like, I've always wanted to be a professional chef, but then I had a child when I was 18 and I started working 14 hours and blah, 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 like, and it's like I never got to pursue my dream. But this is an opportunity for someone to pursue their dream. This is like a second chance in life. And for some of you, it is. Like maybe this is an opportunity that is coming back around. Maybe you took a karmic spiral and you've been spending quite some time climbing your way out of these lessons and wounds and getting yourself back onto a higher path. And now that you have spiraled back into a realignment, this opportunity is coming back around. And that again is giving me like Jupiter energy and something about 7 years. I don't know how long it takes for Jupiter to do a full orbit or whatever, but or change from one to another. But I'm getting an energy of 7 years specifically for someone, but that could also be 7 months. We've got this Leo energy. Lionsgate is very active and open right now. We've got the Rockstar Twin Flame off camera with the Google searches. Okay, yeah, this is something that you may have been passionate about in your youth or in your younger years, and it's time for you to revisit it. But now you can revisit it with everything you've learned in life and apply it differently. Yeah, that's pretty. So like imagine an artist as a child, a 5-year-old artist. And okay, so that 5-year-old maybe has a great talent for art. Maybe they're great with perspective or expression or color, and they're really good. You can tell they're good. But I mean, if you are into art, art is oftentimes a form of expression, and sometimes like it's a way of putting a feeling to the viewer, like sharing something, sharing a feeling or an expression or experience and putting it on canvas or putting it on clay or something. And you know, a 5-year-old may have a lot of talent, but do they have a lot of experience? Do they have a lot of pain? Do they have a lot of testimony? What kind of fuel to that creative fire do they have to put on the canvas? So give that 5-year-old prodigy 30 years of hell and then give them a canvas and tell me which one's the masterpiece. It has nothing to do with their age, has nothing to do with their talent or skills. It simply has to do with what they've been through and what they are able to express because of your tribulations and pain. Almost a whole year?
It's 361 days.
361 days Jupiter will stay in a sign. Okay, thank you. But what about how long does it take to orbit the sun?
Orbit the sun?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what I
you wanted?
wanted. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you. But all right. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We got the Hermit card in here, and this is really about, there's nothing outside of yourself you need for what you desire or whatever this goal or this mission or this path that's ahead of you, this calling you are being called to answer. It all lies within you. Mm-hmm. Mm. Even Saturn energy too. Maybe that's like you got the okay from Saturn. For some of you that resonated with like an opportunity coming back after you maybe took a karmic detour and you have ascended your way back to path, that's giving me that Saturn energy. Like, okay, you learned your lesson. I'm gonna talk to Jupiter over here. He learned his lesson. Hey, give him a little nudge, nudge. Put in a good note for him. Let's see if we can send him on that path of prosperity again. It feels like that. Mm-hmm. For some of you, you're about to get a boost in your literacy or your word or your your communication. Like I'm kind of getting the energy of something's you're gonna get like an increase. If like I don't know if this is like a chakra activation or you're just in the zone or you're like just something is in a state of flow of zen through you, but you're gonna be able to just pour this out of you. This is kind of like one of those like when an author has had writer's block for like months and months and months, it could never get studied, typed up and deleted and typed up and deleted and typed up and deleted. And they've never felt good with the book yet. And then out of nowhere, they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they look a little crazy and are like, I got it. And they stay up for like 12 hours straight and write the book all in one go. It's like that. It's like you feel like you've been blocked and something's gonna click, and it's like bam, and you're just gonna go. You're gonna run with it, and you're gonna get a lot accomplished. And I feel like you're like when you take a step back and breathe out and like exhale after all that work or all that it's like divine inspiration when you get that God speed with you. God be with you, and you just I love it. You're just channeling, you're moving, you're a powerhouse. You get that spark, that flow, that zen, everything is just harmonious and serendipitous and it just flows right out of you. And you might not even like realize until it's done. You're like, "Oh my gosh. This is perfect. I did this." It feels like that. It does. Someone's going to finally either get a real strong leg up on a project you've been stumped on or you're finally going to complete it, and that's going to give you so much like relief and like confidence and like a boost too. Like you're going to feel good about yourself and you're going to get inspired like, okay, I can do this. you know it was a lot. I had to think differently, I had to do things differently, I had to learn, I had to stretch. There were tears, there was frustration. I stared at the paper for 8 hours straight. My eyeballs are burning, but I did it. I actually created something. God, look at my creation. Aren't you proud? Of course God is proud. And that's why you're getting this applaud and this opportunity to go further, to go deeper, to take it to the next level. And I really appreciate that. So many of you have a lot of abundance, a lot of success, and a lot of forward movement ahead of you. And this could be something that, again, I'm getting that Lionsgate energy. We got this Six of Wands out here. You're going to successfully complete this jump, this shift. For some of you, it's almost like, yeah, there's like supernatural, like leaps and bounds, timeline shifts kind of energy going on. Ace, that's the truth. That's the truth. So this is the work of being in alignment, having God's favor, and making jumps and shifts when we have the opportunity to, like the Lionsgate portal. This is wonderful. All right. Also, you may get some kind of information, or you may receive I feel like this is like, I don't know. I don't know if you submitted something and you've been waiting on it. Like for some of you, like maybe you sent a book to a publisher trying to or an editor, or like you sent something off. It's something you worked on and you sent it off to something big, and they have the power to turn it down, crap on it, or approve it, or whatever, you're gonna receive some kind of information or confirmation that you were successful. They liked it. It was approved. They're gonna work with it. They're gonna go ahead and publish. They're gonna go ahead and like co-sign, or it's something like that. Endorse, sponsor. It feels like that. Like you're making a big leap. This is like going from like 20 to 30K a year to now you're making 120 a K. And you did that in a jump in a matter of a few months. This is a big jump. It really is. It feels really next level. Like you may not have even like lived like this before, where this is taking you. What are you showing me?
It's 10-hour days, and then it's 12 Earth years.
12 Earth years. Okay, so Jupiter takes 12 years. There's probably someone already in the live chat that probably commented that. Like, probably. But thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, moving forward, we've got this clarity about your success coming through. Also, I feel like something is going to come through to let you know. Like, this might not even be information. Like, maybe you did send anything out. Maybe, remember how I said, like, you're going to have this breakthrough moment where everything flows, everything's clear, you have this clarity, the words come out of you, the art comes out of you, the material comes out of you, the ideas come out of you, it just flows. Free flowing, like with the divine. And you are going to realize, in some way, shape, or form, you are going to have the realization of yourself that you are successful. That you already are successful, and you're going to be successful. And just you having that confidence, that Leo energy, that's going to get you there. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So we got a couple aces out here with success. Just wanted to point that out. Star again, can't show it because of guidelines. You already know there's some people that get offended by the human body, whatever. But yeah, star energy once again. You could be having some form of Aquarius placement or Taurus as well. I felt that, and Libra. But either way, I really feel like there's something innovative and new within you that needs to be birthed. This is like a new stardust, a supernova. Yeah, something like that. A star is about to be born. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, and I'm almost kind of getting like reaching critical mass of manifestation. Like, I don't know, like I'm almost getting like someone has been brewing up a spirit bomb inside their body. Like, you are the spirit bomb. Okay. Whoa. That's big. And you're about to explode into a star. You're about to just supernova yourself. I could see why there would be a little bit of like an apprehension, a little bit of fear. That's like that pre-flight anxiety. That's like signing up to having your entire ego ripped out of your body. And you know it's about to happen. And you're like, okay, nope, I signed up for this. I got to commit. I got to commit. I'm returning to source. I'm returning to source. I'm returning to source. I mean, that could be a bit intimidating because you got to face everything all at once. Wow. All right. Yeah, something about being an innovator, a trendsetter. We got the Two of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands, and then the Hierophant. Something that I got here with this energy right here. You know who your biggest partner is? You know who your biggest sponsor is? You know who your biggest supporter is? The person that's always going to be there with you. This got you till day one. Always going to have your back. Will always ride with you. Will always rock with you. Support you. It's God. You don't need nothing else. Remember earlier I said, there's nothing outside of yourself you need for what you're desiring. It's within you. And you got the biggest collaboration anyone could ever want. You got that endorsement from God. Like, oh, I got a letter signed by the President of the United States. Screw that. I got a letter signed by Source himself. The Almighty God himself said I'm meant to do this. Like, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, Ten of Swords. For some of you, the amount of abundance and success and prosperity you are about to like quantum leap to is going to piss a lot of people off. But we don't care about them. But it came through, so I'm going to address the energy as it comes up and then rebuke it and move on. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Yes. I'm getting that. There's Nine of Pentacles and the Sun. And then yeah, we still got that energy over here. She's still whatever. We don't worry about it. He, she, whatever it is. It doesn't matter because you've got the success. You have the sun. You have the heart, the strength of a lion. I'm really getting this like courage. Yes, that courageous warrior spirit within you. Hmm. Yeah, I just kind of saw a scene in my head, and it's kind of funny. And it's like when a warrior is reincarnated in today's society. So like let's say you have the spirit of a true warrior. But I don't know. Let's say your battle is a stack of dishes in the dish pit and you got to clock out in 2 hours and you're trying to get all these dishes done. It's kind of like it's like you still got that warrior spirit. Like other people would walk into that dish pit, see all those dishes stacked to the ceiling and be like, "Oh heck no. I'm out. I'm gone. I quit. Here's my apron. F that. I ain't doing that. You wash them dishes." And you're like, "All right. I mean, and you're just like tackling. You're like, I don't fucking care. Give it to me. Give me more dishes. I'll clean them so fast. I got you. And like, it's funny. It's really humorous because you don't realize what you are. You don't understand the incarnation you have within you, but like your ancestors do. So they have this like what is that situational irony where the audience knows something that the characters in the show don't, and it makes the scene a little more ironic or funny. It's like that. It's like you will put your awe into something, like attack it head on like it's life and death, and it could be like a mundane thing. And it's because you're true to yourself. Even before you knew who you were true to yourself. And that's I feel like that's part of the reason why you're being rewarded. It's something about this courage in your heart, that fire in your heart, you're being rewarded for it. All right. I have not stopped to say hi to you all in the chat. I will take a brief moment to do so because I love you all and you all are amazing. Vandana said, "Forgiveness is a blessing, but never let them control your life or emotions is a great move." Absolutely. That's that sovereignty empowerment. And big hugs and same, Stephanie. I feel your vibe. And I really appreciate all of you guys creating this environment for others. Like, I see what you guys do for each other. I may create some videos and I may respond to some comments, but like some of the feedback you guys give each other when you pop in, you see someone on the comments and they may be down or they may have go through whatever, and you guys pipe in and you show your love and your support. I really appreciate because that's the kind of community I was trying to create, was one of love and support and guidance where we all could kind of feel like we aren't alone in this craziness. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate your support. Oh, your twin flame shout outs are the cutest. Stop. Mm-hmm. Yes, December 21, 2012, the day of the world ended, the day we entered the Omega Galaxy, thanks to CERN, before we, over time, made it to the Alpha Galaxy again, aka highest positive timeline. You are very wise, Tony. Also, another synchronicity with just the dates and the numbers, the 1221, I saw those numbers earlier today. All right. Thank you so much for your super donation. I greatly appreciate you. You said, can you touch on love? I will try to. If the energy is relevant and it comes through in this reading, I can make a request to spirit, but I don't steer this ship. I am the middleman. A spirit bomb that twisted his ankle. Ouch. I hope you're okay. "12 hours on a clock, and Jupiter takes 12 years to complete." That's an interesting observation, Vito. Also, Planet X, Nibiru's second sun behind Great Central Sun of Alcyone, that does the final gamma wave and flare blast, yeah, will make its appearance to us, and a lot of unfolding with that Planet X Nibiru. Yeah, you're onto some things, Tony. You're definitely onto some things. Not to forget Agartha, Inner Earth, and Antarctica. There's like so much out there that I just have yet to understand of the truth. I really want to be, I commit myself to the truth. I want to be a voice of the truth, but I can't voice a truth I don't know. So I appreciate everything you guys share. It helps me grow so I could be of better service. Inner Earth real, the ultimate God said. Yeah, I agree. Vandana said, "Focus on things like your character, taking care of yourself, etc. All the things will fall into the right places." Yeah. Pour into yourself. Get yourself right. Get right with God first and foremost, and everything else will kind of fall into place. Make the God within your soul your best friend. Every day becomes magical. Agreed. Wondering what your opinion on destiny and decision of choice, fate, and all that. Oh, all right, Ross. Raylan, I'm sorry. R.O. Initials R.O. And I mean that with respect. I don't want to sit here and butcher your name. Okay, so that's a good question. And since we did kind of reach a little bit of a stopping point of the energy I was channeling, I will entertain this. So we have basically we have two different philosophies that oppose each other, in my understanding. We have the philosophy of free will, and then we have the philosophy of everything is predetermined. And this also is an argument that goes back to atheism and God. Like people have used this to prove or disprove or argue or whatever. So, my honest understanding of this is every single infinite possibility of yourself is existing within the eternal now. So, the timeline where you were on your divine mission, you made the right decisions, and you whatever, that exists. The timeline where you fell off into the deep end and you died prematurely and you never finished your mission, that also exists. So this whole like free will is like we have the free will to choose which of the infinite possibilities that's already existing within singularity of self that we want to experience. And that would be my understanding of that. Your camera's pixels are blurry. Irene, I am terribly sorry. I live out in the middle of effing nowhere. And we've had heat waves and data has just not been our friend recently. But yeah, I do apologize for the low quality. I wish there was something I could have done about it tonight, but I really wanted you guys to still have a video today. So yeah, I'm gonna say Raylan because I think that's the easiest way for me to try to say your name. I hope that answered your question. If you were asking me in a slightly different way and I went a different route with it, you can verify in the comments and I'll try to revisit that. Fito, did you know that we are missing a zodiac sign? Oh goodness. So here we go with the whole 13th zodiac thing. That is controversial. My understanding is the 13th zodiac is the center, which my idea would be it's like all of the zodiacs in one. There is also the other understanding of the 13th zodiac is due to another body or constellation that isn't included in our. I don't know enough to really entertain that conversation
It's
with you, Vito.
it's not included because it's Western. It's only on one side. It's not on all of them.
Oh, so is this just a war between West Hemisphere and East? All right,
It's
whatever.
literally not a part of all of astrology. It's just one part of us. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Only 12 zodiacs. Council of 12 becomes Council of 13. Yes, that's really my understanding. Is the 13 is the 12 being a whole, a one, because the 12 are 12 archetypical expressions of the one. That is my understanding of 13 in this whole conversation. But there's always more for me to learn. So I'm sure if any of you have any others to add to that, I will definitely be eager and open minded to it. All right, so let's clear this a little bit. We did have someone request for love, so we'll see. Ring, ring. Hello, spirit. Is there any messages down the Progresso line of can of soup that regard to love? It's the candle that went out. That's what you're smelling.
Oh.
Yeah, the candle went out. Don't worry.
Do you need another?
I've got one beside me.
Okay.
All right. Any messages in love for the collective? Six of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. What's this? What's this Six of Pentacles in love for the collective? Ace of Pentacles. So someone might actually be about to experience a little bit of a give and take of something that might actually lead to a fruitful. I mean, this is an Ace of Pentacles, not an Ace of Swords, not a wand, not a cup. I could dump a cup out. A sword can get dull, or we can just, move on from that thought or idea. A wand can break or be extinguished or not really be everything that we wanted. But this pentacle, a pentacle can grow. A pentacle has a lot of potential. A pentacle can become the 10 of pentacles. That can be, the white picket fence, the house, the kids, the car, the whatever, the classic American dream, if you will. So it seems like in the air of love, there is actually something very depth, something with a lot of depth, a lot of potential, and a lot of room to grow. I also see that this is something that will be evenly yoked. It's going to be reciprocal, and that is much needed. So this is like two individuals, two whole individuals, not a broken individual getting with a whole individual. This isn't like a codependent with an independent. This is two independent sovereign beings coming together. Also, this 1 and 6 is breaking to a 7. So this is like, this is lucky energy. This is a lucky break. This might actually be something for someone. I don't know. I'm also kind of getting the energy of give this time. Don't rush this. You don't rush a pentacle, If you plant the seed, what are you going to do? Hurry up! Give me a tomato! Give me a tomato right now! Like, no, you got to give it some time. You gotta water it. You gotta love on it. You gotta give it some sunshine. You can't just plant it and be like, all right, I want a baby. I'm sorry, I can't. All right. Back to this without me being silly. I do feel like this is something that you're gonna be able to take your time with. I feel like this individual is gonna want to take their time with you. So I feel like this is gonna be something where you respect yourself, they respect yourself, you respect them, they respect themselves. It's equal. This is good, solid, mature energy. Two mature individuals coming together, doing the thing for the right reasons, and with the long sight and goal. But I also feel like this is also about the current moments. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups. Mm-hmm. It's like, and I was talking about the current moment. Now, this 10 of Cups is also, the future, the horizon, the double rainbow, right? Like, oh, look at you. Look at you two in your boat sailing away to your sunset. So Yeah, there is that, but also like the present moment. You have the potential, the growth. It's gonna become so much more than what it is. But enjoy what it is now. Enjoy what it is now, because there's something. I don't know. It's almost like it's gonna teach you how to live again. Phew. That's almost like what children do for parents. You know the saying like parents try to teach children how to live, but children remind parents why we live. It's something like that. Like something about this relationship is gonna spark something in you. A new zest for life. Like you're gonna remember like, oh, this is what being happy feels like. Or like, oh, this is what being playful or fun or in the moment or like I don't know. It's gonna bring something back into life that maybe you didn't even know you were missing. Is the energy I'm getting, and enjoy that, savor that. Mm. Seven of Swords reversed. That's your love reading right there. Seven of Swords reversed. Ten of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. That's your love reading. That's about as good as anyone would want it. I mean, sure, we could have some big major arcanas, and I could get all zesty and spicy with you guys, but ultimately, no. This is two independent whole beings with a lot of potential, a lot of room to grow. This is something that is going to stand the test of time. This is something that's going to be beautiful in every current moment. It's not about the end game. It's not about the destination. It's not about the pinnacle of the creation. It's about the present moment that you're sharing with the individual and what they bring, what you guys bring to each other in life. And the fact that you guys can trust each other. There's no shadiness. There's no bullshit. There's no lies. There's no deception. This is real love. All right. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. I'm going to take a moment just to check up with you guys. Lisa said, "You are Christ. The Christos runs through you. It's allegory." Mm-hmm. Yes. The second coming is us picking up our torch and rising to Christ consciousness. I think that's a big part of it. Elena, back to the 13th zodiac topic. Elena added, the 13th zodiac debate is probably similar to the stuff with Pluto. However, Pluto being the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation, why do we wonder why sometimes it's a planet and then it's not? That's some bullshit, bro. We need to bring Pluto back because, like, Scorpio's ruled by Pluto. I know they try to say Scorpio. What do they try to say it's ruled by now?
It's like
What's
Neptune.
Neptune?
Or...
No, it's fucking Pluto. They're ruled by Hades itself. No, Pluto is the deepest parts of our unconscious. That's the underworld energy. That's why it's so powerful, so oftentimes destructive and transformative. So that's interesting. It's almost like there's another influential celestial body
It's like
that people aren't getting credit, and that's where the argument is coming of the extra sign or something. So I appreciate that point. We gotta get to this. What is the truth?
Yeah, literally. I got you.
I'm Raylan, LOL. No, yeah, actually, you are right. Your name is actually spelled Raylan. So I apologize to the other individual that sent the super chat and sent a request for her. Actually, I'm confusing things. I got brain damage, y'all. Hi, Lynn. I'm glad you are here. Welcome to the live. Oh, did Odin just join us?
He did.
Wow. Hi, Odin.
Yes, right here. Modern Western astrology is based on the sun's cross-the connection, whatever, but it does not involve all of the places. So it don't involve
Passes.
like Europe and stuff like that. It's just Western
Okay. I got you.
with the 13.
So basically, everyone needs to just throw away everything they think and believe and come together, remove the borders, remove religion. Let's all speak the same religion. Let's all speak the same language And let's remove any kind of division and let's unify ourselves and then discuss this with like a whole picture with all the elements, with all the truths. That would be better. Thank you so much, Crystal. A Crystal. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I'm the worst, y'all, I swear. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hi, Grandma Bear. Hi, Koi. Hi, Rachel. Flood the earth with love. Yes. Thank you so much, 7P. Wow. I can't even express. That's huge. Thank you so much. May that return to you sevenfold, just as the word of God says it would. Wow, that gave me chills. Okay, word is powerful. Oh my God, it's your twin. Yes. She occasionally makes little visits. She's always here. She's my support, y'all. For real. If it weren't for her being in the room, I would have a really hard time doing these lives to stay grounded. And thank you so much, Heart of the Phoenix. You're too kind. Spooky Boo, I am love, you are love, we are love, source is love. That's really pretty much the only thing people really need to understand is love. Angel training for Earth. Exactly. You got it, Electra. I believe I'm from Mars. I'm not clear yet, Tori. Well, you probably got a pretty violent history then if you're from Mars. I mean, it is the planet of war. That, and if you like look at the structures and the all right, I don't know if we can really go too deep into all that. I'm sure some of you are like, yes, let's do it. If I see enough influence in the chat, maybe we will entertain it. Lynn, I can't even. Holy crap. Wow. God bless you. Thank you. I'm speechless. I gotta move forward, or I'll sit here and stutter and stumble. But I'm grateful. Thank you. Odin is so cute and handsome. He is. He's a handsome boy. He's a real established gentleman. Sometimes. Look at him giving me a side eye like you talking to me. That's why I wonder if Pluto at times being a planet and then it's not, is its own evolution of death, rebirth, and transformation. That's kind of funny, Elena. Let's flip the script for a second. What if Pluto decided it wasn't a planet? What if it wasn't us? What if Pluto is like, you know what, guys? I'm not a planet for a good 8 years. Y'all can see me out of this. I'm in my death rebirth cycle right now. Or it just can't stand all the other planets. It's like, I don't even want to be a part of you guys. Oh, that was great. The two greatest moments of your life, Chad said, the day you were born and the day you find out why. Profound. Lord Vito said no more babble. Thank you. Thank you, Vito. You understand my frustration with the English language. So limiting, confusing, doesn't even make sense. 12 around the 1. Yes, exactly. You got it, Divinalia. Ooh, I think I said that right. I'm proud of myself. Seeing you all healed up. Almost. I still got brain damage, but I'm doing the thing. I can see out both eyes. I'm starting to get some like nerve function on the left side of my face again. I can make some really funny facial expressions, y'all, because after that accident I was in, I've only got muscle control of half of my face. So if I raise my eyebrow, I can only raise one eyebrow. The other eyebrow stays the same because I can't move that side of my face, and it looks really funny. And I've got like a scar on that eye too, so it's like I can see you with my one eye, my one crazy eye. I can give people the crazy eye now. Let people know. Wow. Love doesn't pay the bills. Arena Rat, maybe it will. What if love will become the new currency? What if we just transcend the need for money, period? I really feel like that's where we're headed anyways. Just free earth, free energy, free love, you know. You can be as abundant as you choose. There's no slavery, no limitations. Pluto's a dog. Yes, he is. What is that? Mickey Mouse?
It is.
Yes.
It's me.
Pluto is Mickey's dog. I forgot about that. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all don't mind that I'm just sitting here chatting and vibing with y'all. I just love you guys. So you guys are fun to be around. I have no friends. Oh.
Go be on screen. Come on, they love you. Yeah.
I'm appreciative that you take the time. I appreciate you too, Evita. And yeah, we're all so blessed to just have each other, right? In this moment. Isn't God good?
You listen.
Telepathy is so much better, Ian. I'm constantly doing it. Yeah, I'm telling you, that reset was wild. It's it's so much better. And I think what you were trying to say is telepathy is better than language. And yeah, if that's what you were saying, I wholeheartedly agree. Do you know how many times I speak to my ancestors and I know exactly what they're saying, but they aren't speaking English. They aren't speaking language. Well, sometimes they are if they're speaking their native tongue, but that's when I'm speaking to, like, you know, OG chief head. You probably hear me time to time. And honestly, yeah, because, you know, when I do my readings, like the ones that I just pre-record and upload, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, mm-hmm, yep, exactly. And you're like, what the hell? Who's he talking to? Half the time, I'm either talking to God or the spirit that I'm communicating with, or I hear y'all giving me feedback in the middle of my reading, and I'm connecting with y'all while I'm recording before I've even posted it, because time's not real. Uh-huh. Okay, Tony said 4D, even though there's been N-word, G-word, quantum financial system, et cetera, replicas, among other 6,000. Yeah, okay, so I feel like something is very close to being live and readily interfaceable or integratable with society. I think we're very, very close. Labor, costs, goods, monetary. I mean, sure, if you're thinking 3D, but again, we can transcend the whole 3D and money thing. I mean, what? Do you think they got credit cards in heaven? Oh God! Like what? What do you think? What is that? Psalms 23 or whatever? What, like, now I lay you down to the green pastures to rest. What, you think God's like? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't rest in this green pasture. You got insufficient funds in your bank account. Like, money's bullshit. Like, that ain't even. That's a man-made concept to enslave us. Planet Earth. Oh, I have an interesting question for you guys, in case you want to entertain this little food for thought before I pick up a deck of cards and actually do my job and do some reading. Um, the question is, okay, so like we understand astrology is based like when you're born at a certain place in time on Earth, we have the other celestial bodies and their placement having an effect on us. So, what if we weren't born on Earth? What if we were born on Venus or Mars? What would Earth's influence on our astrological chart be if it was a planetary body outside of the one we resided in that was influencing our natal chart? I know that's heady and not really applicable or really even matters, but it's look, these are things that I think about. Like, what is that? We need to know these things. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get back started. Bring it back down to earth. What would you like the collective to know at this moment? I got the wrong deck of cards. Spirit said, okay. All right. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Feels like it. Feels like this is the one. Cygnus. Hello. We got the Cygnus constellation, and we also got Roman. I was talking about Jupiter, so makes sense. Yeah, but that Cygnus felt bold. Someone needed to hear that. You maybe have been like recently working or realizing you have ancestry or history in the star constellation of Cygnus. We have Egyptian out here. And that was right after I was talking about Cygnus. We got Egyptian chosen one right after I said Cygnus. So like you make the connection, but I'm kind of seeing like, okay, so you spent a lot of time in the star system of Cygnus, and you were even incarnated here during Kemet and or ancient Egypt or whatever, however you want to word it. And you are back here now live in this timeline right now, and you're incarnated as chosen one energy, and maybe you're making some kind of connections of who you really are. That is beautiful. Remembering what we are, who we are, why we're here, what we've done, what our mission is. It's such an exciting like unraveling of self, and it's something that like I feel like a lot of people want to know, or a lot of people want to discover, but a lot of people don't know where to look or who to go to, and I completely understand. And my highest suggestion would be go to God or go to your higher self before anyone else. Rainbow. Because you have that rainbow bridge within you. You don't need anyone or anything else. Yeah. All right, so we've got this witch and warlock energy, and then Uriel, angelic realms. Okay. Wow. Okay, so for someone, someone may say that you like are a witch or a warlock, or you do like witchy, warlocky kind of things. But what I'm really getting is you're a channel, and you are a like a magician essentially. But you do it from like, so you channel divine energy, and then you pour out like that Uriel energy, that light, that fire of God, and you're very adept in transmuting and alchemy and. Okay, so some people are like, you're a witch or you're a warlock. No, 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 no. You're just very ascended and aware of what you are, and you know how to do things of benefit for others and yourself. Okay. I mean, anyone that wishes damnation or hell over someone is pretty much a witch, because you just spelled out with your words an incantation. You put your emotion and energy into it of your hate over that person. Well, yeah, I consider that hate too, or witchcraft. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have a misunderstanding of what magic or witchcraft really is, and how we actually are pretty much doing magic on a daily basis. We have Lyran and we have Traveler. All right, so I'm also getting the energy of someone is making a lot of really profound connections right now, serendipitous, and you're kind of like going down can of worms and rabbit holes after can of worms and rabbit holes. So like, all right, let's just hear me for a second. Lyran, cat, lion, Basset, Sphinx, Freya. And you're like, whoa. And I'm kind of getting those kind of vibes. Like it just be like little chunks, little pieces, and then starting to see where it all connects, and that is beautiful. You're starting to see the truth of reality and what's really going on in the world, and I really love that for you. So let's see if there's anything else that needs to come out with this deck. I am thankful you are here in this live too, Prior on Fire, and anyone else. We have Indigo. You may resonate with Indigo energy. And we have Archangel Metatron, and then we've got Salem Witch Trials. Yeah, this is literally, I feel like for some of you, you guys have like came here before, and it's already been recorded. We've got this Metatron energy. So like this has been already documented, recorded, it's written in the Akash. You could visit it, you could see it, you could pick it off the library, read it, put it back. Where you came here to fulfill a mission, or to stand in your authenticity, stand in your truth. I don't know, maybe you went outside and you hugged a tree and you got drowned for it because they called you a witch. Or like it seems like you got persecuted for some kind of ignorance in the people around you, and you were really doing something that was actually some form of divine expression. You were doing something out of love, out of a higher vibration, a higher level of consciousness, and you were persecuted for this. Or perhaps you have ancestors that were persecuted for this. You could be an indigo now in this life, so you may have like naturally kind of came in to be a bit of a rebel, be a bit of a way shower, be a bit of a leader. Maybe, you know, you have a hard time with authority or falling in line of structures or systems that you don't agree with, so you're not going to. I'm getting that kind of energy. And I feel like part of the reason why you came in with that kind of like natural attitude in your aura, like you were just born with it almost, is because like that was part of your mission, to show up and show out and not let anyone tell you you can't, or throw a stone or try to persecute you for it, because there's only one judge, and it sure as hell ain't them, me, or you. So they can all just, shove it if they got something that ain't pleasant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't concern you or anyone else. That's just their thoughts, opinions, and beliefs. So I'm kind of getting the energy of maybe in this life you are being called to again step out into your divinity, in your authenticity, and show up in a way that is unique to your own expression, in a way that may, some people have limiting thoughts and beliefs here currently in Earth Realm. They might look at it and say you're doing something wrong or you're doing something evil. Like, I mean, I still have people that will occasionally comment and say what I do is devilish, or what I do is evil, or I practice witchcraft because I got a candle and a little altar and I smudge some sage. Like, all right, cool. So if me lighting a candle to connect with spirit and me burning some sage to clear some energy is me being a witch, then yeah, I'm a witch. Like, okay, like whatever. I don't know. So it kind of seems like there's a bit of a clearing of karma, a clearing of this is like a collective clearing as well. I also feel like this has to do with us stepping into the age of Aquarius. It's a unique opportunity for many souls because it's now a time on Earth where you can really kind of be whatever the fuck you want to be. You can identify, you can be, you can say, you can dress, you can wear. I mean, shoot, we're kind of it's a different time on Earth realm than it used to be. I mean, just look at society. If we were back in the day and we had some of the things that are promoted to be normal now, back then they probably would have been bullied or hazed or worse, much worse. And we've seen that in history where that has unfortunately happened. So something about now we are in a time where we can kind of rewrite the script, rewrite the program. Like, no, we can all kind of be here and let our, so to speak, freak flag show, just to use that choice of words. And no one can really persecute us or stop us because we're all sovereign, independent beings under God. If anyone's going to judge us or do it would be that, not anything else. So something about that as well. I feel like that's part of this Aquarian age. I also feel like that's kind of part of like this Christ consciousness, this unity where we really understand, like, no matter what you think or believe to be a division or a separation, ultimately there's only one truth that remains the same. We are love and we are one. And I guess this is a bit of like how the collective is expressing that and growing, because the collective is growing. Well, like just on Earth, the Earth Realms collective is growing. In the past, we have tried to do things and it didn't work out too well. This is a new time. And this is really interesting. I mean, hell, look at what I'm doing. I'm doing tarot on YouTube. If I was doing tarot like 100 years ago, like, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened to me. I sure as hell don't think I could have been able to sit here and broadcast to a huge audience me using tarot. So like there's already signs that we are evolving. We are letting these things go and we're growing, and I'm happy for it. And many of you are a very important process or part of that process. Shit, maybe you just are the process itself. Maybe that wasn't a misspoke on words. Maybe you are the process itself. You are the change. And the collective is changing with your change. Oh, yeah, that's that as within, so without energy. Yeah, that Two of Cups, you're mirroring. You're mirroring the collective right back out through your own expression. Yes. And it's, in a way, it's putting things into perspective for others. I mean, do you know how many people were like in fear to do things that would have been beneficial for them? Like there's people that are like, let's take the witchcraft thing, for example. There's people that are literally scared to smudge. They're scared because they were taught that it was evil. They were taught that the God sees it as sin and it's witchcraft and it's the devil and it's all this awful stuff, and they're afraid to do it. But maybe smudging would have really helped them. There's people that think crystals are evil. Like, it's wild. It really is wild what these limiting false beliefs that we have held on to so strongly But now we have an opportunity to stand in our own truth and authenticity without having to fear persecution, without having to worry about being stoned or hung or like burned at the stake or anything. I mean, yeah, you might have some internet cyber bullies, but I mean, shit, there's just a bunch of insecure losers. So we're not worried about them, and your life isn't in danger. So, and it kind of forces other people to accept it. And it also puts things into perspective. I mean, I can't express to you the amount of times my reality, my spirituality, my path has had to stretch the minds and beliefs of some other individuals that are very set in their beliefs. I mean, I still deal with, family or people that think that what I do is evil or wrong. But I mean, you guys can use your own discernment. If you think what I do is evil and wrong, you don't have to be here. But I try to make it pretty clear I'm doing this out of love. Okay. Yeah. And that's pretty much like you're the light in the darkness. You're illuminating things. All right, I'm going to take a brief moment to see if I can. Please tell me about this indigo thing, Ian, because I'm an indigo child. Um, Hopefully I just did. Basically, the way I understood the energy that came through was you intentionally incarnated as an indigo in this life so you could be a trailblazer, a leader, even if you got to stand against the grain, or and what I mean by is that is like not the grain of God or the universe, but the grain of like the people or society or structures. Like you were meant to stand out, you were meant to be different, you weren't meant to be put in a box. You may have had some issues with like authority or stuff growing up. You may have been very outspoken or maybe a bit of a rebel, and it was intentional. You came here to dismantle structures or not adhere to them. If you couldn't yourself dismantle them, you were gonna at least damn sure not sign up for that shit. You weren't gonna own like I'm not accepting that. You can believe that. I'm not accepting that. You can believe that. I'm not accepting that. And it's kind of like that. And then like, you could try to tell people your truth or you could just show them. Like why talk? Why talk? Just be about it. I ain't trying to talk. I'll just do it. And that's what that kind of energy is. You came here to just do it. You didn't come here to talk about it, to go tell people about what's wrong with the world or what you disagree with or what needs to change. You just came here to be like, yeah, I'm not going to be what I don't like about the world. You're not going to put me in a box. I'm going to be my own thing and I'm going to create my own way and I'm going to stand in my own truth and authenticity. And there's nothing anyone can really do about it. And while I'm doing that, I'm also righting wrongs of the past. I'm clearing ancestral karma. And I'm also coming back and completing what I tried to do in the past. But maybe, like for example, Salem witch trials. I don't know. Maybe you came here in the past and you were trying to teach. Maybe you were a shaman. Maybe you weren't even witch. Maybe you were a shaman. Maybe you just did like drum circles and you work with herbs and you helped people clear energy and you work with the animal care. You work with Gaia and like you got killed for it because people were scared of witches. Well, now you're coming right back again to bring that same message, but this time you don't have to worry about being burnt at the stake. Yeah. And it's something about that, like that second coming in the Aquarius age, the Aquarian age. Because it's like before, maybe people did get persecuted. Maybe they did get burnt at the stake. But Christ has returned. And because of that return of Christ, no one should ever, because there's already been a death on the cross. Do you follow what I'm saying? So now the story's different. Now we're more independent and sovereign and able to hold our torch, stand in the shadow and be the light. And that's essentially what I'm saying. Because, all right, let's say you are meant to show up and stand out in a certain kind of way. But what if the way you need to show up and stand out is in a way no one is doing it? Well, do you think you're going to see a bunch of light in that area? Hell no, because no one's in there. Everyone's over there. Everyone's over there doing all that. No one wants to go over there in that dark room and hold a light up. But you know what? You will. So you are that light in this darkness. And this darkness could even be like lack of understanding. It could be ignorance. It could be lack of perception. It could be lack of knowledge or gnosis. But you are that, the opposite of the lack, right? You are the embodiment of what is lacking. And you can't necessarily give it to the world. Like, I mean, you can't force anything on anyone. Everyone's got free will, and, people are stubborn. So, you know what? I'll just be it. I'll just be it my damn self. I'm gonna just show up and be the damn truth myself. Since no one else wants to do it, I'll do it. I'll stand up in the middle of the nowhere. I'll be the torch. I'll be the light. I'll be the truth. I hope that's what you meant, Lynn. But thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your support and your time here. Mama said, container for the conscious waters within. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why we have two temples on the side of our head. Astral traveling isn't possible, unfortunately. I don't know where you're getting that, Arena Rat, but no, it is very much possible. If there's a realm to begin with, then there would be some mode of travel in that realm. I don't understand why you think it's impossible. Where are you coming from that? Rachel said, strength in diversity, all talent, skills, experience go to the greater goal. And that's the main thing. I mean, there's so many different rays and spectrums of light. And is one more important than the other just because one thinks one's prettier than the other? No, they're all a part of the same light spectrum. Savannah said, so-called psychic vamp on YouTube. And I said, I rebuke it. And thought of Ian, and then the power shut off, and shit got wild. Yeah, our words are powerful, but yeah, definitely rebuke anything that you feel is not in alignment with God. If there's ill intent, it needs to be revealed or known. Raylan said, a witch does not have to be bad. Intent against someone's free will is bad. Thank you. That's the shit. When you start going against universal laws, when you start trying to take shit in your own hands, when you start doing things to harm, when you try to do things to alter someone's free will or life, that's when it's wrong. That's when it's evil. That's when it's against God. Because you're going against God at that point. That's literally the definition of going. Like, all right. I don't want to spiral. But yes, I agree with you. Hinderella said, we are all asleep in eternity, dreaming this all up. There is no world, just saying it's all an illusion. We are just back here clearing up our emotional footprints. You're very wise. When you wake up from the dream, that's intense. Everything collapses back into a singularity. Everything just, all of this just kind of ceases to exist. And we're just back in source again. I really appreciate you, JJ. I'm glad you were able to make the live. Thank you for your support and thank you for being here. Long live Odin. Hope you guys keep it up. I appreciate you, Max G, and I'm grateful. I appreciate you as well, Muhammad. Birth and death is just part of the infinite loop called life. That's interesting. Yeah, it's either the transition or the awakening. Depends on what you did in the life. What did you do during the dream to determine what the death is? Is the death an awakening or is the death a transition? The judges were called gods. Judges are not self-appointed. Yeah, I agree with you. It took me a second to understand what you were saying, but yeah, I believe we're on the same page. Yes, there's only one. It's just source. And what is source? Well, really, it's ourself. So we judge ourselves after we die. We have to face our own judgment. Actually, Bruce Lee said actually crystals can hold curses. Well, I mean, yes, they do have like an ability to hold light or information. So, I mean, whatever, it's just a container. What do you put in the container? It could hold a curse, it could hold a blessing.
It can hold a human soul.
Yeah, I mean, they're, what, like a Horcrux? Oh, jeez. Oh, that's too much.
I was just saying.
I always have my crystal on me. I use it as a pendulum or receive vibration around me through it. Yes, I agree, Scorpio. Mine are very helpful and useful to me on a daily basis. Picture quality clear now. Oh, I just now noticed that. I don't know what that was about. We had a bit of a storm earlier, so maybe there was some interference with satellites or something like that, but I'm glad it finally cleared up. Religion sometimes focus on fear to control large amount of people, but unconditional love and authenticity has nothing to do with fear. Thank you, Vandana, for saying that. I rebuke fear, period. Just entirely. I rebuke fear. Like, why? It's the opposite of love. That's not just love. Just love. Fear nothing. But it is a powerful motivator, and unfortunately, fear has been used to control us. But if you have no fear, wouldn't work, would it? You're amazing, Deborah. Right back at you. Corey says, we're in end times and end times are fantastic. We're trying to transition into the fifth dimension. Honestly, this is probably like one of the greatest times to be alive on Earth. Like 10 out of 10. It really is. It was not an easy time to incarnate here on Earth, but it's probably going to be the most rewarding times to be incarnated on Earth. And God created crystals and sage. You're very right, Elena. And didn't he even like in Genesis say, "I give man to"? I don't remember it specifically, but he gave us dominion to rule the plants and the elements and the plant, like the animals and stuff. So I don't think there's anything wrong with using a tree or using, as long as you're not using it with ill intent. I mean, if you pick up that tree and you whack someone upside the head, yeah, that might be wrong. But if you use that tree to build you a shelter so you can raise a family, I don't see anything wrong in that. That's what a squirrel does. I'm learning so much from you. Thank you so much, Lynn. Good. I'm so glad. I really hope that I was able to answer what you were asking from me earlier. Take the road less traveled, Lauren. Exactly. All right. So if you're a trailblazer or a way shower and you're wondering where your path is, where do you not see light? That's probably where you need to go. Because you are the light. You're supposed to illuminate in the dark. So if you see something that's awfully dark, don't have much light in it, and you understand it, and you could be the light in it, that's probably where you're being guided to be. Warrior Rainbow Wolves are here. Damn, Cam, that is strong. Coming in powerful. The bride of Christ is alive. Exactly, Vito. Who's always alive. Knows no death. Mm-hmm. Don't get old, guys, and sit on the floor for 3 hours, because when you stand up, you will fall on your face.
Someone asked what was on.
All right. What else would you like the collective to know? We have mixed blessings, and we have creation and artistry. And now I feel that original energy that I was pulling on coming back in around. You have a lot of blessings coming in, and it's because of what you're doing. It's because of what you're creating. It's because of what you're putting out there. Now, again, you don't have to necessarily be an artist or a creator or an innovator or a trailblazer or any of these things, you know, an author or a singer or a poet. You don't necessarily have to be all those things. It could simply be like, what if your creation, what if your artistry is yourself? What if that's like perf, like just, yes, you deserve to be blessed for that. I love the way you have constructed yourself as a being. Because we all have a choice. You could have fed one wolf and not the other. You could have picked up one wand and not the other. You could have made this decision and not that one. You could have thought this thought and not the other. But you know what? You did the things exactly the way that you did. And you're a beautiful pinnacle of creation of God. I feel like it's like when the creator looks down and smiles at the creation looking back up and back. It's like this how do I even explain this? Like this mirroring, reflecting energy. Where the above recognizes the below being as above. And then like the love and the gratitude of the below being as above as it can while below. And it's just like that love. Like I see what and I appreciate you. And I think that's really all it really wants is just for us to love ourselves, to love God, to love others, and to want to seek to be ourselves, to be our best selves, to seek to be like unto God. And when, you know, Spirit sees an individual that truly has that intention or desire in their heart, you're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed because that's what we came here to do. You're in alignment, that Prince of Cups energy. You're moving forward, and I feel like, you know, something a little sweet might be on its way. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got that King of Wands in the morning. Oh, for some of you, I know that love was brought up earlier. I'm not a love reader, but the love energy is here. I'm just a messenger. So I'll go ahead and dap back into that energy for a second. Someone out there may be dealing with someone with a lot of spirit, a lot of charisma, a lot of drive. I'm getting this person holds a lot of power or energy within them. They may have a lot of like allure or pull. They're very passionate, very strong, very driven. This individual has been keeping an eye on you, and I really see that this individual wants to come towards you and express some kind of love. I am kind of getting that this Nine of Wands energy at the bottom though. I feel like this individual is trying to be respectful of your boundaries when they do this. And I appreciate that energy from this individual. So whoever this message is for, this individual, I just heard the name Sam or Cam. Okay. Um, whoever this is for, it seems like this individual really appreciates or respects you, and they want to approach you the right way. So I don't know if they're trying to figure out, like, it's almost like they're actually trying to figure out if you're even interested or in the market. I feel like this person doesn't even know. They don't know if you're single. They don't know if you're interested. They don't know if you like their gender, or they don't know if you're into what they like. I feel like they are feeling some type of way about you, and they're definitely interested. They're definitely, they want something, But I feel like they're trying to figure out, where do you lie in all this. So I feel like someone is not approaching you because they don't quite know where you stand with them yet. They don't know where you're at in life or emotionally, or how you feel towards them, or if you're even like open or receptive to a relationship or love right now. Um, so there may be a little bit of that going on. What else? The Fool. Okay. So what's holding back? Did I already address what was holding back? Is that why we immediately jumped to the Fool? I thought there was going to be something else. Ain't there another step along the way? The Fool and the Ace of Wands. Okay, shit. And then the conflict reverse. Mm-hmm. Night's over. Night's over. Conflict's over. Confusion's over. Mental conflict's over. So now someone sees something clearly. So, and then they take this action. So there was a pause, a moment of like, hold on, let's wait a minute. Before we go knock on that door and try to sell them something, we need to first see, do they want it? Will they like me? Are they even interested in it? Am I trying to sell them the right thing? Now, it's not really them selling. I'm using this as an analogy. It's really love, okay? They want to know whether or not they should come and approach you, or express some kind of cup to you, or share how they feel with you, or invite you on something. And that is for someone. I feel that. What is that? It's like pink and table. There's something. Yeah, there's an event. That's what it is. This individual kind of like, in a way, really wants you to go somewhere with them. And it's something that's scheduled, it's coming up, but they don't know if you'd be willing to do it. But I feel like there's like this, fuck it, I'm gonna just go for it. And they're about to approach you, and like with this passion and this cup, and they're like, hey, 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 yeah, how about Saturday? You, me, a boat. Let's do it. I don't know. It might not be that strong, but it does kind of seem like this individual is going to get a boost of like, okay, I feel confident to make this move. I feel confident that it's almost like they know it's right to approach you. Oh, wow, that's bold. That is bold energy. It's like, fuck it. I don't care if you're not in the market or not. I'm telling you how I feel regardless, because I feel this is right. Okay. All right. I feel it. Twin Flame giving me freaking telepathic looks from across, because that's pretty much how I did her. Just came in like cock heavy and confident. All right. So yeah, someone's got a little bit of a confidence boost. They still respect your boundaries, but I feel like they feel pretty good about approaching you with whatever this is. I feel like they want to invite you somewhere. That's gonna be like the foot in the door. Like, hey, I've got there's this event, or there's this thing, and I kind of need a +1. Would you maybe want to go? Ooh, wow, the moon. You don't see this coming. You don't see that part coming. You might intuitively know this person has some kind of feelings for you. You might have some feelings for them. Maybe you're kind of playing coy. Maybe you're not revealing all your cards. Maybe you have this person guessing, jumping through hoops. Why you doing this to this man or woman? Why you got them jumping through them hoops for you? You know you got feelings for them. Well, I think they got a little bit of a clarity too, and they see that this is the right call to go ahead and approach you. Yeah, 3 of Cups. You guys are gonna be doing some kind of like I feel like you're gonna be going out together for something. For someone, this could have been. I feel like it's an event. It's like an event. Like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if there's like a fair or like there's some kind of like, hey, there's they're doing this thing over at the hall and they're gonna have this big show and I've got a ticket. Would you want to go? It feels like that. It feels like it's public. It feels like it's safe. It feels like there's gonna be other people and you know you don't really have. It's not gonna be overwhelming though. It's not like hey, you want to go on our first date to my mom's house? We're having a family reunion. Like, no, it's not like that. That would be intense and stressful and overwhelming. This is more like, you know, hey, you know, there's an art show and I thought maybe you would want to go and you know I've got a ticket already and I want to go with someone. Would you go with me? Mm-hmm. I feel like you guys are gonna enjoy this though, and it's gonna start there. Uh-huh. It's chemistry in it. Now I know this message ain't gonna be for everyone, so if I've lost you, I'm sorry, but someone did request to do some love, and I very rarely do love. So I had to go ahead, but I do feel that that is out there for someone, and it's very exciting. You guys may have been manifesting each other or manifesting this occurrence, and I feel like that's why this person has this confidence, that bold, like, I know this is right, I'm going for it. And it's because I feel like there was some kind of like ding, like a light bulb went off. It just made sense. They understood, oh, this is exactly what I've been asking for. This is exactly what I've been manifesting. This is exactly what I've been wanting or wishing or desiring or trying to like bring into my life. It's right here. And dang, they look good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going for it. I ain't missing this. And it feels like that. It feels like someone's they're happy to approach you with this in a way. There was a little bit of like, I don't know, are they? And maybe that was like past energy, like, I don't know. What if they say no? What if they reject me? What if they're not interested? What if they don't even like art shows? Man, I'm so stupid. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of like being hard on themselves, but I really see this having a happy ending, a really happy ending. I feel like he's going to get the confidence, or she's going to get the confidence. Someone's going to express some kind of communication. Someone's going to break the tension in the ice. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like it's a lot of unspoken tension. Like, damn, can y'all just stop effing with your eyeballs and actually open your mouth and say how you feel for once? Because it seems like you guys being like coy and flirty and distant and like shy with each other. And it's cute, it's funny, it's humorous, but let's be real. You feel it, he feels it, he's in the market, you're in the market. What's the problem? Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna clear that energy. Let's go back to the other energy of all these mixed blessings, and it's just simply a blessing because of you as an individual. So something about someone has consistently been a good person for so long, and now like the planets, the stars have aligned for all that energy to come back to you. And like I'm really getting like, Nine of Cups, Prince of Swords. Someone's got some kind of wish fulfillment that's coming in fast. Someone. Oh, I was trying to say something, but maybe we still talking about love. Maybe someone's about to get their wish fulfillment. Like, you rang. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Empress. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So yeah, someone wants to take you off the market. Okay. They're tired of seeing you out there not being in their arms. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like, you know what? Damn it. You're there. I'm here. It's right. We know it's right. Let's just do it. All right? Just do the thing. So something's happening pretty fast. I feel like that's going to be like, yeah, that feels like a whole whirlwind of energies and emotions. So that's going to be a fun little something something for someone out there. Mm-hmm. What's this Two of Pentacles? Mm-hmm. Get out your head. It's kind of the energy I'm getting in this. Like, don't think about it too much. I mean, yeah, think about it. Be responsible, but like, don't get trapped in your mind. Don't deny yourself this love or whatever this opportunity or this blessing. Because of others of you, I definitely am feeling very strong the energy of you guys are receiving your like good luck and karma back. So this is like, let's say you always consistently for years will slow down to let the person who's trying to merge into your lane when you're driving, or you're at the grocery store and you're standing in line and you got a big buggy and the lady behind you's got screaming kids and she's got two things and you're like, ma'am, you can just go ahead and go ahead of me. And you do that. Or someone's you handed them some change, or someone was hungry. Like, it's like little things, like you might just do this because you're just a good person, right? I mean, you don't want to see anyone suffer. You don't want to see hurt. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, don't go out there trying to be like Mother Teresa and being taken advantage and being like used or anything like that. But I don't see that. This is more like you intuitively know. And I feel like that's why you're getting rewarded, because God has put you in so many situations and you've handled them. God has brought so many people to you for your blessing, for and you've handled it correctly. And there's also been temptations. There's been tricks. You know, the individual like give you that big sob story, like I'm going through so much and this and that, and it's a very compelling story. Can you give me $500? All right. So here's the thing. I love you. I care about you, but that's not how we go about things. I mean, use your discernment, but I feel like you guys understood the energy I was talking about, like the manipulators, the ones that want to be like, oh, da, 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 can you cash at me? No, so you didn't fall for the okey doke, is what I'm getting. Like, you could have walked by someone that looked like they really needed, but you intuitively felt, no, don't give to this person. Why? I don't know. Just don't. Something's not right. Maybe you were driving down the road and you saw someone parked, and you saw that maybe their car was pulled over. And any other time you would have pulled over to help that individual in the vehicle, but this time you just trusted your gut. Don't pull over. Don't pull over. Just keep going. Keep driving. Don't even look at him. Don't even look at him. Have no idea. Who knows? Maybe that was like a person with some really negative energy and they were trying to prey on the innocent. Maybe like as soon as you pulled over and offered to help them, they were going to rob you. I mean, there are those energies. I mean, shit, just travel to like touristy areas in different countries, and you'll see it. Grandmas and little kids come up to you and then like pickpocket the shit out you. Like, damn, grandma, or damn, little kid, like you run my pockets. Yeah. Oh, would you like to buy? And they'll like play a little game, and then meanwhile they're the distraction while all the other kids are running around pickpocketing you, and it's crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but that's a wild experience. It's kind of like that. So it's like you have very strong discernment and you know when God is calling you to do something and you know when there's something fishy going on. So God knows that he can trust you with these blessings. Because God doesn't want to bless you with something and then out of the kindness of your heart and not having the discernment to know better, accidentally give it to a vampire that doesn't deserve it and will just curse you anyways and then walk away laughing at you like you're a fool. But in your heart, you thought they were someone in need. And now you're out of the blessing God gave you. And now a wicked one is like, ha, 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 sin always wins. Like, whatever. You're a fool. But, I mean, we see that kind of stuff all the time. So I'm getting that someone has been tested. Someone has answered many calls. Someone has passed many initiations and tests. And I feel like you are ready to receive like an outpour of blessings all throughout your life. And it's because you're a good person and you just simply deserve it. I mean, look at this. We have the lovers, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. What's there to hate here? Like, what we got? Love. We got keep it to ourselves, seeking higher knowledge, being intuitive, not bothering anyone. And then we got the Most High. We got the Hierophant. We got righteousness. You're doing things for the right reasons, doing things by the book. You know? Like, sure, there were probably plenty of times where you consistently were the right person and you got shat on for it. But that season over. That season's dead. Now it's the season for you to be highly favored, for you to have luck on your side. And again, I'm getting that Jupiter energy. Blessings from Jupiter. Jupiter fuck with you, bro. He like you. And he's about to bless you in your life, and you're about to have a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, a lot of joy. Things are just going to work out for you. Like, just go well. Like, that's a blessing. Like, just to have peace in life. Life can be so stressful, but you're about to have a blessed life where you're filled with peace and joy, and things work out for you, and you get what you deserve. Like, damn. This is like if you were ever out in the store and you needed $1 for your groceries, Spirit's gonna make sure you have that dollar. Not only are you gonna have that dollar, you're gonna get probably a little bit of extra. It's like that. It's because how many times did you go out of your way to help someone else? How many times? Countless. You probably can't even think. You probably don't even remember all the times you've been kind to someone. Why would you? You're not taking note. You're not out here to brag. You're not out here to record yourself giving a homeless person $5 and then make a bunch of money off of it and try to act like you're a great person. No. You were a good person even when no one saw. Even when you weren't expecting anything in return. Even if you didn't have much to give. And that's beautiful. God's rewarding you for that. You're getting a huge blessing over your life just for being a good person, consistently, for the right reasons, and not expecting anything in return. And even when shit got hard, even when shit was unfair, you still did right. Even when you were at a disadvantage, even when you were getting crapped on, even when you were always getting the short straw, even when everyone was taking advantage, or you always got cut off, or you never got your place in line, or you always went blah blah blah, but you held your head with humility. And you held compassion, you held joy, you held love. And you still continue to navigate life with good intentions in your heart. So God's like, all right, since like just bravo. Because if you can handle that, then I know you can handle what I really want to give you. Because what I really want to give you is the world. That's what God wants to give you, the whole world. Wants to let you have the whole world. Because he knows you can handle it. He knows you will use it rightly. He knows if he gives you something and then a few months down the line brings someone your way asking you, hey, can you give a little bit of that blessing I gave you to my child over here? He knows you would do it. He knows you would. He's seen your heart. So if God blesses you with $1 million in your bank account and then 6 months later you're walking down the street and you feel this wild inspiration to go to the ATM and pull out $500 and hand it to that lady over there, and you don't know why, but you're going to listen to it. That's why you're getting these blessings, because you're obedient. You just do. You do it for the right reasons, and you don't have to question it. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to record it. It's not for a reason. You're not expecting anything. You're simply doing it for the right reasons. You hold that goodness in your heart no matter what. That's amazing. I'm so grateful for that. Wow. All right. I believe I'm about to wrap this up to an end. I will take a moment to catch up with the live. If I see something in the chat that catches my eye, I may entertain it for a moment, but I'm probably going to try to end this by midnight so I can still be a human being and get normal sleep. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of you. You guys are all amazing. Kat says, y'all, perfect works in progress. Exactly. Vega says, I'm open arms for the Most High. Well, I added the Most High because I understood that's probably what you were saying. But you just said I'm open arms. And I feel you. It's over the top. Nothing can compare. Not at all. Can you ask Spirit on some specific guidance for the collective that we could all do for the 8-8 Lions portal coming up? Well, it's not coming up. We're in the middle of it. It's about to peak in a few days. And, the main things would have been forgive and cleanse your heart. That's the main thing, like karma. Be in alignment. So clear your karma, clear your vessel, clear your heart. Detach. Give a buttload of gratitude, like just infinite gratitude and love and appreciation for everything. And once when you've cleared and you've made space, so now you're in alignment. So you don't have any lessons, you don't have any wounds, you don't have any shadow, you don't have any cords or anything holding you back. Then I would be very wise about what intention you want to bring into your life. You know, be careful what you ask for because you might not like what it takes to get it. So be wise, but put that intention out there and be grateful. Be grateful that God's giving you that. Chad said, I'm still waiting for go on a first date with an alien woman. I feel you. Thank you so much, Malik. God bless you. I love you too. Bless your soul. Someone said, if I want to share your reading to my friends, how do I send it to them? There's a little share button. I don't know what kind of device you're on, but it should be share, or maybe if you click on those three dots, you should be able to click share. If you can't do that, you can copy and paste the URL if you're on a laptop or something, and then send the URL. But I appreciate you, Corey. Thank you. Corey said manifestation is completely real. Absolutely. I mean, that's how we are here. We are a manifestation, a miraculous one, a manifestation of God's love. Kim says, money has dropped out of thin air in front of me. The homeless needed it, so I let him take it. I didn't need it. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff people are about to get blessed for. That stuff's coming back. I don't know. Jupiter about to show up big time for a lot of people. I randomly give away we leave-in hair conditioner. That's actually really useful. It's little things. It's stuff you want to think about. Like my twin and I, we oftentimes will go and get a pack of Gatorade, a case of water, and some cash, and just have it on us at all times in the car. Or we'll go and we'll get like little goodie bags. Like we'll buy like some snacks, some like water, some Gatorades, you know, maybe a little bit of cash, and we'll put it in like little Ziploc, like gallon Ziploc bags or little grocery bags, and we'll just keep that on standby in the car. Never know. You never know when God wants you to bless someone. And I don't want to be face to face with a brother or sister that needs help, and I could have helped him, but I couldn't in that moment because I didn't have what I do have with me then. So I try to make sure I've got a little bit of cash on me, maybe a little bit of like especially like water or electrolytes, because like shoo, if you're outside homeless in the heat, like bro, I pray for you. That's not easy. I am not looking for love. I am in relationship with food. Mhm. I need things, not a man. Hey, that power to you. May you have whatever you need. Corey says they're basically going to make a movie kind of like John Wick about me. I feel that. Little spiritual badass, are you? Mm-hmm. Corey said they call me a spiritual gangster. Actually, I found Christ in a cell block, and I started a prayer group in the block, and to kind of unite the people in there. I told them, you know, we're spiritual gangsters for the Lord now. So that's my synchronicity with that comment. The planet uppeter. Funny. The J is silent. Kat says, repent means to be sorry and mean it. And anyone who apologizes and then does the same thing, do not ever let them back. As you should know, they were not sorry to begin with the first time. Show me, don't tell me. Show me. Show me you're sorry. Ancient Ankh shared that Jupiter rains diamonds from the size, gases, and gravity. I have a vague memory of hearing that, and I forgot about that. But that's really cool. Thank you for mentioning that, because I mean, that's pretty profound. If we were to apply that, I mean, if Jupiter can make it rain diamonds on its planet, what do you think it could do for you in your life? Lynn says, I do that for people all the time and have fun to help when others are being bullied. I had a really, I had, I had a bit of a time when I was in school of being a bully's bully. I would see someone being a bully and then I would go pick on them until they stopped. Wasn't the healthiest thing, but I thought I was right at the time. My Mars in Scorpio is a big hero. Yikes. We're gonna watch out with that one. Chad says aliens don't use currency. You're right. I mean, I've mentioned this in a reading before. Out of all the planets I have been on throughout the galaxies in my incarnations that I can currently remember, Earthrealm the most ghetto. Hmm. Oh, Plan Net versus Plan It. That's interesting. All right, Miss Grizz, Miss Gers, Miss Gers. I'm gonna say Miss Gers. I will absolutely send prayers your way. Whatever you are going through, may the Lord be with you and uplift the situation to a more favorable circumstance for you. Oh, and happy birthday, Messenger One. I missed that. I did not see that. Happy birthday. I don't know if you're still in the live, but if you are, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Leo.
Wow. Leo, what the hell? Who?
The one you just said happy birthday to. He's a Leo.
Messenger One?
He's a Leo.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying that because today's Leo season. Gotta love a Leo, right? Oh, so loud and proud.
I love you.
Love you. Jesus is a gangster. Too big, dog. I feel you, William. Wow. It's almost 12 in the morning here. Yeah, it is on my end too. It's actually 11:59 where I'm at this moment. The spirit of God is androgynous. Franchi? Yes. Yes, it is. Male and female are halves of the same whole. Our higher self is androgynous. Our highest self is androgynous. Holds no gender. Because we supersede the duality of it. Always remember to give glory to God every day. Mama said I did start sharing my story on YouTube channel. I don't know if I ever told you. That is amazing. Congrats. I support anyone and everyone that wants to get out or start something or put yourself out there. Like I support it. If you want to send me an email or something of like your YouTube channel or whatever you got going on, I check it out. You don't believe me? You can ask other individuals that have done it. I will go check it out. I'll give you a subscribe. I'll watch some of your content. I'll leave a comment. I support. There's room for all of us. We can all be a star. The heavens are infinite. There's room for plenty of stars. No need to be greedy or selfish. Right. Thank you. Yes. I hope it goes well as well. I hope you enjoy your channel and anyone else that is doing anything like that. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I'm going to go ahead and close out this live. I don't want to take up too much of your time more than I already have. Wow. 2+ hours. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending this kind of time with me. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. You guys are all amazing. When I say I appreciate each and every single one of you, like I can't express how much I mean that in words. I mean, if I don't always get to your comment, you know, I'm sorry. I try to get to as many as I can. And even if I just leave a heart or I leave an emoji, bro, I mean that heart. I mean that emoji with all my, like, I put my energy in it. So I really love you. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are just so wonderful and amazing. And I wish you all the absolute best. May you have a wonderful and blessed life.